Nicky Sinden is addicted to fishing.
Whether it's straylining for big snapper, jigging for kingfish, spearfishing or diving, she loves it all and is on a constant quest to learn more. Join her each week as she road trips around the country, tracking down New Zealand's local fishing legends as they share their stories, tapping into their local knowledge and showcasing their tips, tricks and techniques.
This week on ADOS Addicted to Fishing, we're back on Motiti Island in the Bay of Plenty. 13 miles off the coast of Tauranga, the island is surrounded by crystal clear waters. Last week, we jumped in the Stabicraft and explored the outer reefs. This week, we're seeing what Motiti has to offer the land-based angler with part-time resident Tania Wills.
Motiti's been part of my life for a long time. We used to come out as a big group of people camping in the orchards, and then I met David and got married, and we lived out here when our children were little babies. It was just such a cool time. We'd go rock fishing. Riley was in a little baby bucket and we'd clamber down the rocks and perch him somewhere, and so he'd have a sleep and baby would start crying and need feeding, and we'd be trying to catch a fish and say, quickly, grab the kid, grab the kid. But Motiti's just such an amazing place. It gets under your skin, and once you've been here, you'll never forget it, and you just want to keep coming back.
New Zealand's most prized fish, the snapper, is our target species this morning, and we're basing ourselves off Saddle Rock. Our intent for today is to strayline, using as little weight as possible, allowing our baits to sink naturally so the bigger, older and wiser fish are more likely to be tricked into eating our baits. We're using pilchards and piper for bait, and to increase our hookup rate, we're chopping some pilchards into cubes and throwing them in the water to attract the fish to us. So when did you start your fishing?
When I was a little girl, when I used to live in Rotorua, we used to do trout fishing. But since moving to Te Puke a few years ago, I used to come fishing out here a lot.
Yeah.
So Motiti's just amazing for fishing, especially off the rocks and off the boat and anywhere you want to go, really.
Yeah.
We used to live out here when the kids were little, but full time. But now the kids are at school, we've had to move to town.
Yeah.
So, but the kids still love coming out as much as we can, as I do, and David.
So you were living on the island when the Astrolabe reef was hit by the Rena?
No, we were in town then, but it was pretty devastating for everybody around. It was like, oh my God, that's our haven. I always thought if something happened to the big wide world, we'd come out here and live and be away from it, and it was the other way around, which was pretty scary, really. Yeah, a big wake-up call for New Zealand.
Sitting here waiting, trying to keep my line as straight as possible, with my rod down, in line with my line, so that as soon as I feel and I hear that there's a fish there, I'm just going to strike, because there's a lot of foul here, there's a lot of rocks, and any chance that fish gets, it's going to go down and I'll lose it. So I am ready and waiting. Fishing with the old Kiwi favourite, the bait runner, is ideal for this style of fishing, because the bait runner mode lets the fish take off with the bait, giving it time to really swallow it before locking it into gear and setting the hook. Just a little baby, we're looking for its grandfather. Woo! Clearly the cube trail is working, but it's important to keep a consistent flow going if you want to bring the big fish in. Below us in the water is prime snapper habitat. There's plenty of rocks and kelp which provide both food and shelter for the big snapper we're after. Do you want to come grab it for me? Yep. Now that's dedication.
You beauty!
Right, now this is what we came here to get. So we've only been perched up here for probably half an hour, and already we've got this beautiful specimen of Motiti Island snapper. Felt really good pulling this one in. Put up a little bit of a fight. I was a bit worried. There's lots of rocks down there and it's so easy to get snagged, but just kept my line tight. And yeah, very happy right now. Coming up, the snapper bite just keeps getting better. Get that fishing! We're land-based fishing on Motiti Island with part-time resident Tania. She has taken us to one of her favourite spots on the island, and it has already produced some nice fish.
The thing that draws me to fishing, when you catch that big one, and then when you lose one and you wonder what's on the end of the line, and you just want to keep going back for more and more fish, is just the beauty of the outdoors and doing something off the land, just being on the water and out at Motiti is just so beautiful, on the boat or off the rocks.
Go Tans! Woo!
Woohoo! Come on.
Get that fish in. So did you just put your line down and it jumped on,
Yep,
Tania?
just did. Good luck, babe.
One. Oh, nice. Well done, Tania.
This is what it's all about.
This is what we've come here for. Bit of Motiti snapper.
Yes.
Oh, take it. Oh. Right, we've hooked up to something pretty cool here. I'm really hoping that it's not going under that ledge. This is what we come here for.
I'm here, Nicky, I'm ready.
Cool, thank you. Okay, now we're good. Okay, here it comes.
I'll jump in if I have to.
Here it comes.
Here it comes.
All right.
Woo!
Another beautiful Motiti snapper.
Yes.
This has been such a magical morning. We got up at about 5:30. We motored out here, not even far from the breakwater. We've been throwing out cubes of pilchard and chucked some pilly on our lines, and this is the result. I'm not gonna lie, I'm pretty stoked. These snapper are perfect size to take home and cherish and chuck on the barbecue.
These were caught within minutes of each other.
Yeah,
So
minutes.
they're mooching around now. The biggies are coming in. We've had a few littlies, but they're just slowly getting bigger and bigger. It's so exciting.
Let's put our lines back out.
Yeah, let's go.
A huge part of any land-based fishing adventure is in getting to the spot. There's something special about being dropped off on a rock and being totally surrounded by water. So Tans, why have you taken us out to Saddle Rock today?
Well, for a start, it's nice and handy. Look, there's the island.
Yeah.
And we've had lots of fun trips out here. We often bring kids out here because it's safe up here, and we catch some good snapper out here.
Yeah.
So, and it's nice and handy.
Yeah.
So,
Word on the street is that you've got something very special in your freezer.
I have. It's going to the taxidermist on Monday, actually.
Really?
And he was a lovely granddaddy moocher, and we caught him just out over there on the crocodiles.
At the end of the breakwater?
Yep, just off the breakwater again last year, and he's a nice 23-pounder.
23?
Yep, so, and yep, he's going to get dealt to so I can put him on the wall, and then when everybody comes into the house and says, David, where did you catch that fish? And he has to say, no, my wife caught it. So, but no, it was amazing. That day we caught like an 18 and 15-pounder, and so it was great.
And what time of year was that?
That was end of February, early March, which is good snapper time here at Motiti.
Just a little one. Another fine specimen. Unfortunately, it's not quite the size we're looking for, so we're going to put this one back. One of the things that makes this spot so popular amongst the locals is the current that runs through the channel between the rock and the mainland. Snapper like to sit in the current, looking forward for any approaching prey. Get it in as quick as you can.
I am.
Right, so Tania just cast out and she's got a nice moocher there. Get it up over that ledge.
Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Yes. Thanks, Nicky.
Woo!
Yes.
Nice one.
How long have my bait been in?
Maybe a minute and already a beautiful snapper on the line.
Here we go. Beautiful.
Very, very nice.
Come on.
Get it up over.
To mama.
Quick, one, up over the ledge. Over the ledge.
No.
Yeah. Okay, walk backwards. Woohoo! And another one.
Yes. This is fun.
This is what being a Kiwi is all about. We've had a great morning fishing off Saddle Rock, but now with a slack tide and the sun high, the bite has slowed down, so we've made the call to head back in. The only thing left to do now is to clean our fish and make a plan for the rest of the day, and Tania's son Riley has come over to check out our catch. So it was a good morning on the water.
Awesome today, Nicky. Look at these beautiful snapper we've got today.
They're just gorgeous. I would be keen to maybe try another land-based spot this afternoon though, see what else we can get. I wonder if you'd be keen to take us out, Riley.
Okay.
Yeah? Have you got a spot in mind that you could take us to?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Do you have a piper net?
Yeah.
Yeah? Because I just thought maybe we could go down to the breakwater and catch some piper and throw it in the water and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah? Cool. Okay, let's do it. So today I'm going to show you one of the rigs that we use for land base. We've got our main line, our swivel, our trace, and we've got a running sinker that sits right next to the hook here. So we've got our pilchard here. We're just going to sew it up. We're actually going around the backbone, tail first. Feel the backbone in there. Holds it in place. And then we're going to pull the hook out the other side, making sure that it's exposed, so that when the fish comes along, it's just going to grab it and it's going to get hooked itself. We're just going to do a half hitch, sits over the tail, pull it tight, and then let our sinker sit there like that. Coming up, we're netting some piper with Tania's son Riley, and then we're off on another land-based mission. This week, we're land-based fishing on Motiti Island. We fished with local legend Tania this morning and caught some good snapper off Saddle Rock. But now it's time to get some fresh baits for this evening's mission with Tania's son, Riley. We're netting baitfish inside the breakwater with the drag net. This is simple to do and a lot of fun for both kids and adults alike. A small amount of burley is a good way to bring the baitfish in close enough to circle them with your net. The fish we're after are piper, also known as garfish. They have a long, thin body and an extended bottom jaw, which they use to detect vibrations caused by their prey. The piper's main defence against predators is to swim in schools, which makes it easy for us to net them. Whether you're a chef or a fisherman, you'll understand the value of fresh piper as they are great to eat and make fantastic bait for snapper and kingfish. Piper average in size from 20 to 30 centimetres, however they are known to grow to a whopping 40 centimetres. After 2 pulls of the net, we have enough fresh baits for our afternoon fish. Motiti is a fisherman's dream. It's littered with land-based fishing opportunities. Riley is leading his sister Gemma and I to his favourite land-based spot, Shag Roost. Even in the late afternoon with the sun about to set, there's still enough time to see what pops up from under the sea. When we arrived, there was more than we'd bargained for.
We've just come to our land-based spot, but there are some seals over there, which is real bad because seals love eating fish. I think they have scared all the fish away. I'll cast my pup around and see if I can catch fish.
We've got our burley out just here, which is doing the trick quite nicely. We can see lots of little fish coming up to it. But what you can also do is just cube up your baits, and we've been chucking out a couple every couple of minutes. You can also make use of what's around you in terms of different life. Right here I can see a kinner, which I'm gonna grab like that. Stab it open. Just do it carefully because it is a bit prickly, and then throw it out. That is fantastic for snapper, they just love it. No doubt they'll be here soon. There isn't much current, so we're using a straylining rig with no sinker at all. Even without any weight, you can see that our baits have no trouble getting to the bottom. It's important when straylining to use as little weight as you can so that your bait sinks as naturally as possible. Have you got a fish, Gemma? Nice work, sweetheart. A beautiful snapper. Well done, Gem. First fish of the day. Look at its beautiful colours. Fishing runs in the blood of the Wills family, and Riley is no exception. Not only is he a capable fisherman, but he also loves spearfishing and often brings home kingies bigger than himself. Wind on your way down, pull up. Wind on your way down, pull up. Wind on your way down, good work. Just do it just a little bit slower. Yep. Nice fish, right? Well done. Congratulations. Do you want to grab your line? Yeah. So Riley's just caught this beautiful snapper. Absolutely gorgeous. This is exactly what we came here for. This looks like it's going to be breakfast in the morning. So we've hooked up to a snapper. You can see it just coming in now. Oh, try to get it in so it doesn't bust us off on the weeds. Here we go. Beautiful snapper there. All right. So here we have it. Beautiful snapper, perfect size for putting in the pan. I'm half in the water, but I'm telling you now it's worth it. So it's been a great day on the rocks. We've landed a few snapper. We've seen a ton of bait fish come up in the Burley Trail. Yeah, I've had a fun day. Have you had a fun day, Riley?
Yeah.
Yeah? Cool. Well, thanks for coming out with us, and we'll see you again next week on ADOS Addicted to Fishing. So when you get home from your land-based session, the most important thing to do is take care of your gear. Now, number one on that list, you want to tighten your drags. The reason for that is that you don't want any water getting in the drag system. Secondly, you grab your salt terminator and a bit of warm water, give everything a really good wash down, including the rod, the guides, the reel, everything. Then from there, you just grab a bit of CRC tackle guard, spray liberally all over your rod and reel. This stuff is fantastic because it really does keep all the corrosion and the salt out. Easy as. ADOS Addicted to Fishing adventures in confidence in our Staby craft, powered by Mercury Marine, and we tow it around in our Photon Tunland. Hunting and fishing supply us with our Shimano tackle. We find the best fishing spots with our Furuno. We celebrate our catch with a wild buck. We keep up to date with Fishing News magazine, and it all sticks together thanks to ADOS.